I'll be making my dinner, at least some of my dinner, with this little mini stove thing. So I thought that was kind of cool. I saw it. I hate to buy a bunch of junk, but for 20 bucks, I mean, if this thing works, that'd be so awesome. I don't normally cook inside of the van, but since this campground is so packed and I want to, you know, film what I'm doing without feeling self-conscious about what I'm saying, I'm gonna go ahead and cook dinner in the van tonight. I have this little oven that says that it'll get pretty hot and it should cook something in about 15 minutes. That is, of course, assuming whatever's on the menu is at least defrosted. So no frozen burgers or anything like that. This may not come out as good as I want it to be, but for tonight's menu, I've got some veggies. And then finally, my favorite sausage, which is actually just a fancy hot dog, better cheddars. And it all has to work on this little tray, just bigger than the size of the palm of my hand. And it looks like the better cheddars are just about the same size as the length of one of the sides of this tray. So let's get this started. I want to cook on top of this because I don't want anything to drip out of this oven, but I'm going to go ahead and use this as a preparation surface for now, unless, of course, I don't have my really big cutting board that I normally carry with me. So I've got to get everything to fit in this little tray. I've got a feeling I'm going to regret this. So I guess I found the perfect task for this flat surface on top of this EcoFlow River 2 Pro. I've had this thing for about 6 months now, and I've had pretty good luck keeping it charged and using it to do various things in the minivan. It should be at about 100% right now, so 98%, can't beat that. Can't forget to turn on the AC inverters. Got a little blue light indicating we're on. And now we'll give this thing about 15 minutes to cook and see if, hopefully first I don't start a fire, and then second, will it actually cook those veggies. And right now I can see that thing has gotten red hot inside. It's so red inside, I went ahead and pulled my curtain down just to make sure I don't have anything making contact with this oven, because the entire surface all the way around is getting blazing hot. This thing's rated to pull around 550 watts, and it's pulling 542 from the EcoFlow. So it seems to be cooking just like it's supposed to. But I would like to note that this 550 watt load would probably burn through the entire battery of this 768 watt hour River 2 Pro. Even though it's rated at 768 watt hours, you really only get about 80% of that battery power in practice. So the oven has reached operating temperature. That red glow that you saw in there was the heating element, and so right now the light is not illuminated. I assume it'll cycle on and off as necessary to continue cooking. And so a good thing is, since the light did cycle off and it's reached operating temperature, it stopped pulling battery from the River 2 Pro. And because of that, you could possibly cook something for longer than an hour with this little oven. And I do, of course, have the Delta 2 Max, which has almost 3 times as much power inside and a much more powerful inverter. But the River 2 Pro seems to be working fine with this oven so far. It was getting a little toasty in here, so I decided to go ahead and open the door. I am, like I said, a little camera shy when it comes to talking in front of the camera with, you know, people all around me. However, I'm not shy enough that I'm going to let myself sit in here and be uncomfortable while I'm doing something that I enjoy doing. The better cheddars are starting to boil a little bit, and I'm hoping those veggies are cooking okay. Would you believe that I missed the ding? The meal's done. It took about 15% of the battery from the River 2 Pro, and it looks pretty good. I got it that time, but it was just running. I wanted to hear the ding again. And this stuff is hot, so let's see. Can I get it out without spilling it everywhere? I wouldn't exactly call that a hearty meal, but I'm sure it'll be satisfying enough, at least for one night. Ooh, that's hot. Now we're all cleaned up. I've got the little tray cleaned up and ready for the next meal. So, and based on the size of that meal, I'll probably make another one tonight.